Hello and welcome to the final installment of my Sword of the Sea Any% New Game Plus speedrunning guide. We'll be covering the final chapter of the game in this section, Sky Abyss, or the Tornamoon boss fight. And luckily, the devs just patched this level such that I can just skip the cutscene by going from the start menu. And to be honest, there really just isn't much speed tech in this level. Try to get some boosts and try to actually hit these yellow boost pads. One thing you can do that's kind of cool coming up here is you can ignore the fact that you can go above and you can simply drop down into this pit below, avoid all the rocks, avoid any potential speed drops. But the important part of this first section is just to build as many boosts as possible and hit as many of these yellow boost lines as possible. Going into here, we want to drop into the half pipe and sort of get as close as possible to this yellow line so that we can keep getting boosts off it. And then in this final section, we are simply building boosts and spending them again. So that's phase one. There's no tech really other than going as fast as possible. This second section, however, does have a little bit of tech. It starts by the first orb you can fire. You can actually fire immediately upon entering the level. So just spamming the interact key as you start this level while building a few boosts is usually a nice thing to do. So you can see here, I just fired an orb without having the charge. And now I'm going to go up to this wall. And you might think that I have too many double jumps. And that's because if you activate the attack and then immediately press your jump key, 1 second, trolling, you get a free jump. So you can see it here, I'm gonna attack and then jump, and then I get another double jump and I can water rail. And I can basically use this to stay all the way up here for the entire level, dodging every attack that the guy throws after me. You see he's aiming for me with the laser, but he can't actually get it up this high. Actually, I think Tornamoon is female. However, once the worm starts doing its meteor fall attack, you can actually get hit by it up here. And that means you should move away from the wall whenever it shows up on the very right position. So here, I just move away from the wall, go back in, and continue staying all the way over here on the edge. Another thing you didn't see me doing here, because I was focused on talking, is you can do tricks while in the air, and whenever you fire an orb, it counts as standing on the ground for the purpose of gaining those wisps from doing tricks. So you can enter this the final section with full wisps, and that's nice, because boosting will give us faster attacks in this section. There is quite a bit of RNG in this final section, especially with regards to whether or not Tornamoon starts firing its laser early or late. So we're going to hope for early laser, and you can actually, in this white screen coming up, you can do some tricks, and you'll see the trick meter actually counting up on the top right. Nope, they fixed it. Okay, apparently. Collecting these fish streams is going to be the best way of getting fish. But other than that, make sure you use your boosts and make sure you also press backwards sometimes if there's an orb you might miss otherwise. Jumping over the laser is usually a fairly safe way of dodging it. You don't need to run all the way around the edge of the room. And you can see just following this stream will give us the fastest charges. And it's RNG how fast each orb charges, aka how much fish it actually needs to charge. But, I mean, obviously collecting as many orbs as possible is preferable. When it comes to the second section here, we really want to see Tornamoon not fire its laser and instead just go for the firewall attack, because that one is less annoying to deal with. So you see it's going for firewall, we love that. We just move around them. If you ever see an orb that's like close to a firewall, you'll see here, but you can fire an orb before actually hitting the wall, then it's totally fine running into the fire. Otherwise, you should be avoiding the fire. But the fire is only a danger insofar that it removes your ability to fire the orb for a couple of seconds. And the same with the laser. So make sure you use your backwards key to sort of catch orbs you might have missed otherwise. Make sure you use your boosts to go fast whenever you don't have an orb to collect. And that's how you do this final section as fast as possible. And that's the end of this this chapter and the end of the game and my guide for it. I hope you learned something. I hope this guide may have inspired you to try speedrunning this game. It is a very, very fun speedrun and very rewarding to learn all the tricks. This guide obviously wasn't possible without the help of the speedrunning Discord for Sword of the Sea and for Giant Squid speedruns in general. I'll be linking that in the description as well if you want to come hang out, if you want to come join us. There are a bunch of geniuses in there who work really, really hard to break this game apart, and I'm simply showing off the work of others standing on the shoulders of giants. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you on the leaderboards.